right, happy Wednesday, East Hartford, and thank you for joining me for another version of Ask the Mayor. We've got a few questions today, so we'll rip through them, and then a few important updates for you right after. So to start with our first question, which is from Lynn, my neighbor told me that we are getting a park behind our senior center. With our mill rate increase, why and how are we paying for a new park? Was this included in the budget? So Lynn, thank you very much for your question. You are correct. We are actually getting a new garden behind the senior center. It's going to be called the Senior Center Garden. No, this was not included in the budget. This project was actually funded through state ARPA money. That's the American Rescue Plan Act money that had to be obligated before the end of 2024. So this is state ARPA money that we got through the help of our state delegation in the amount of $109,000. And so this garden behind the senior center will add a recreation outdoor amenity to the senior center, enhancing the already beautiful senior center that we have. It will include some walking paths, an area for a possible amphitheater / gazebo where we could have regular programming, whether it's small concerts, fitness classes, you name it. But yes, so there is a garden that's going behind the senior center, and it is paid for by state ARPA money, not the general fund budget. So it did not contribute to our mill rate increase. But Lynn, thank you very much for your question. Our next question is from Gail. This is the third dog incident in the first 3 months of 2025 of animal cruelty. Were there cameras at the Stop and Shop abandoned location? Has any arrest been made on the January, February incidents? Animal Control said the adult male golden retriever was found behind an abandoned Stop and Shop. Yep. In January, the pregnant dog was found abandoned at an apartment complex on Turtle Creek Lane. And in February, a emancipated dog found in East Hartford on Daniel Street. Gail, I appreciate this question. I actually, unfortunately, there was one more incident, as you guys may know, that just came out in the news involving a pit bull that was also found in East Hartford, really less than a week to when the golden retriever was found behind Stop and Shop. First and foremost, I want to be very clear with you guys that I myself am a dog owner. I have a 5-year-old German Shepherd myself, and I am always disgusted to see this sort of behavior and to see this kind of treatment of animals. And so a lot of this behavior is absolutely sickening and saddening to see. As it relates to Stop and Shop, no, Stop and Shop did not have cameras behind the building. All of these incidents are under investigation with the PD right now and Animal Control, who are actively looking to see who is either dumping these dogs, who is abusing these dogs. This is just normal practice for us to investigate this so that we can bring that person to justice. We're also working with the owners of Stop and Shop to ensure that they install cameras behind their building. We cannot make them install those cameras, but we are strongly encouraging them and willing to work with them to get that up there. In addition to the dog issue that we have now had behind Stop and Shop, we have a number of incidents concerning illegal dumping as well that the cameras would help address as we work to revitalize that plaza as well as to keep it clean. So, Gail, I'm right there with you. I hate to see this kind of stuff, especially as a dog owner myself. This is disgusting behavior that we don't need in the town of East Hartford. So we'll continue to investigate it, hopefully bring that person to justice and stop this stuff from happening in East Hartford. But unfortunately, we've had a bad first 3 months in 2025 due to these animal abuse incidents. Thank you for your question, Gail. Our next question is from an East Hartford resident. What do you know about the postcards sent out by the Connecticut Project saying organizers will be knocking on doors in neighborhoods to learn about issues that are important to your community? Should we answer the door or should we direct them to your office? So this is a really great question. This is the first time I was hearing about the Connecticut Project. So I did some research and looking at their website and looking under their mission, it reads as the Connecticut Project is a social change organization that brings together communities, ideas, and resources to improve systems and generate real-world outcomes for people who are low income or asset limited. So in reading both their mission, their vision, and kind of scrolling through the website, they do look like a legit company. And what I would say is that you do what you're comfortable doing. It seems like just another organization who's soliciting information from residents. They seem to have good intent in trying to learn about issues and how they can work with the community to address those issues. But once again, it's all about what you're comfortable doing. If you want to answer the door for them, please do so. If you don't, if you feel anyone's being hostile or anyone's being too pushy, obviously call the PD right away if you're feeling unsafe or uncomfortable with whoever it is that's coming to your door. But I would say the answer to that is it's up to you. Whatever you're comfortable doing, I would say you do. However, like I said, kind of reading to you what their mission is and looking through their website, they do look like a legit company. It doesn't look like they're selling anything. It looks like they're really just trying to gather information. So once again, just up to you on what you're comfortable doing. But thank you for your question. All right, our last question is from Joe. Hello, with all the projects, the car wash slash new Popeyes going on in town, why aren't there any signs on the fences around the area saying who is sponsoring the project and what it is? So, Joe, this is a really great question. I think this is kind of similar to those signs that say coming soon, this development. I agree, they should be up. It helps to build some excitement on what's coming to that, also inform residents. However, that is the responsibility of the developer to promote their project on their own fence. We do so whether it's through Ask the Mayor, whether it's at my town council updates every month, whether it's the Mayor's Minute, or whether you see me in person. And we also give an update on all the projects at the State of the Town address. So we definitely work with our developers to try to get signage up and encourage them to do so. But in the meantime, if you have any questions about any of the economic development projects, feel free to reach out to my office or the development office. Soon we'll be getting up on the website an update of all the projects in a format that's easily readable for residents. But for right now, give us a call. Happy to talk with any resident, update you on our projects, and let you know the exciting things that are coming in 2025. But Joe, thank you very much for your question. All right, folks, that's all we have for questions. So just to give you two important updates, tonight we're going to have our roundabout town hall with experts from the DOT as well as the town to basically offer a presentation on the benefits of roundabout, how they help curb bad driver behavior. We're also there to answer your questions, concerns in real time with experts, like I said, who have been doing this all around the state. And so just so you know, we have a number of roundabouts that are likely coming to East Hartford. We do for sure have the first one coming at the intersection of Chester and Forbes. That roundabout design has been completed, and it is under application for funding from the state DOT. We have about 6 other locations that are also being proposed that are under conceptual design that will also be discussed at this roundabout town hall. That's going to take place tonight from 6 to 7:30 p.m. here at Town Hall in the Town Council chamber. Lastly, want to let you guys know that we are having our community rebrand creative workshop. That is an opportunity for residents to participate in the creative process of this rebrand initiative. This is where the fun starts, in my opinion, where we start to look at colors, designs, things that reflect how we feel about East Hartford and where we want to see East Hartford going in the future. So we encourage you to come out. That's going to be Thursday, the 27th, from 6 to 8 p.m. at the Wickham Library on the second floor. So come out. We want to get your feedback. And once again, we want to make sure that this brand is reflective of what everyone in this community wants to see and that it's your brand at the end of the day. So, all right, my friends, that is all we have for you. Continue to send me your questions every Wednesday for Ask the Mayor. And as always, have a safe and healthy Wednesday. Thanks, East Hartford.